The Sidewinders investigated the Retilis cluster and managed to pick up a faint signal from the swamp planet Govanoka. They landed on a small section of solid ground, where scans revealed two foreign objects that were largely metallic. One about the size of a person, the other bigger. With the exception of Hirokin, who stayed with the ship, the Sidewinders checked out the smaller one first, having to deal with giant horned beetles, cow-like creatures, and generally hard-to-traverse terrain. A nasty purple leech of some kind fell on Tiala, biting her even through her armor, but Loghain helped pry it off with his blade. The group find a downed probe in the swamp was the source of the signal, and Ator evaluated that it's been there for a few weeks. It's not what they were after, though, so they head out again for the larger signal, having disabled the probe. The sound of gunfire to the south drew their attention, and through the murk they saw a Turian vessel stuck in the swamp. Standing nearby was a Turian with a pistol, shooting into the trees. The Sidewinders spoke with the Turian, confirming he was Captain Severin Lurius, the one they were looking for. He tried landing to investigate the signal he picked up on the way to Antonia, but got stuck. He'd been trying to use some strong trees and some cables to pull his ship back out, but he'd run into a problem. Groups of pyjaks living in this swamp kept undoing his lines whenever he'd fasten one to a tree. The Sidewinders offer to help get rid of the creatures while he attaches the ropes. Tiala also remembered that Osrin Yes was after some pyjak plans, so they decide to gather the corpses up as well. Things started off well, but soon there were too many pyjaks, so Ator electrified the cables to fry the creatures. Soon, Captain Lurius had the ship free, and he thanked the Sidewinders and took off to deliver the much-needed generators. The Sidewinders headed back to the Sentinel with a bag full of dead pyjaks and took off for the Citadel again. Upon arriving back, the Sidewinders saved Tess from being assaulted by a Batarian dock worker. They came across another shifty Batarian named Kazgat Uto, who wanted them to retrieve a package for them from the docking ports. Tiala and Gold distracted Kazgat, while Loghain called C-Sec about the specifics. Tiala took the pyjaks to Osrin Yes, where she found him being harassed by two thugs. They left, but when Tiala asked Osrin about them, the Solarian said he didn't want her to get involved, and that they work for Don Korlak. Shortly afterwards, Loghain discovered that Kazgat's package contained statues filled with a Batarian drug called Beshk. When he decided to help C-Sec out by accidentally knocking a statue over. The Sidewinders received a message from Messinis Thurita about an interview, and it was decided that Loghain would do it. Ator met a Solarian merchant named Otan Ino, who sold the Quarian a special prototype kinetic barrier that he guaranteed would stop projectiles indefinitely. He soon got buyer's remorse, however, as he discovered his new shield was overly sensitive and would not allow him to interact with anything. Would you like to know more?